I'm Laurie Rovin. I am the Interim Executive Director for the Homeless Period Project. Our mission is to increase access to menstrual products across the nation. We are founded here in Greenville in 2015. We are very active throughout South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Maryland, and Texas at this point. Our history is really quite unique. It began one day with one of our founders reading an article, actually out of the UK, the Huffington Post maybe, and it talked about menstrual inequity and the problem that kids, teens, incarcerated folks were having by not having access to period products. So one of them called their sister-in-law, so our founder is Stephanie Arnold and Sharon Champion. Stephanie read the article, called Sharon, and said, have you heard of this? Were you aware? Is this a problem here in Greenville, South Carolina? They're like, I don't know. So Stephanie picked up the phone that Monday and started calling to all the homeless shelters here in town. And lo and behold, found that it was a huge need. And they said, well, let's have a period packing party. And they did, and it just blossomed from there. So it was strictly here in Greenville, strictly homeless our first year. We have 13 chapters throughout the nation, 7 here in South Carolina, and we ship to all of the schools in South Carolina if we can't personally deliver. It's really amazing to think that something as a tampon, a pad, a liner, a hygiene wipe would be so important in somebody's life. But if you're a woman, a young girl in menstrual age, a person of menstrual age, these products are essential. The 1 in 5 homeless teens, or 1 in 5 kids in poverty, also experience what we call menstrual inequity. They are going to stay home from school. They're going to leave school in the middle of the day. If they're of working age, they're not going to go to work. Parents, adults have to choose between purchasing a menstrual product or feeding their family or paying rent. A box of tampons is very expensive. In South Carolina and in many states, personal hygiene products are taxed. This is a necessity. If you're of menstruating age, you must have personal hygiene period projects. It's a must. So it does feed into both the education and the employment sector, and you don't realize it. We were awarded a grant through the Fuel Marketing Agency here in Greenville, South Carolina, and they are working with us to rebrand. I will not say our name yet, but watch for that in 2022, as that is not finalized. And it's just affirming the good work. We also will see in our upcoming 22 and beyond, you'll see more advocacy. South Carolina needs to do away with charging tax on products. We need to put products in schools. We need to ensure those that are incarcerated have products. That is critical. I love our volunteers, I love our donors, and I appreciate so much the civic engagement that so many of you have to our community. Right here in Greenville, across our state, it does make a difference, and it's time to put menstrual equity on the map, because it has been an inequitable issue for far too long in South Carolina. It's time for us to recognize that this one little thing could make such a huge difference in the lives of those that menstruate. And periods happen every month. They don't go away. They're not fun, but they happen every month. Thank you for supporting our organization.